I even wrote occasional poems for myself, for my own birthday. I'm going to read one that I wrote on my 50th birthday, and then one I wrote for a dear friend on his. Ode on my 50th birthday, when I considered I was only halfway through my life. Halfway through my light fantastic, halfway round the time of my turning, look where I've come, see what is left. The light that failed me still is burning. Shiva, Poseidon, Bach, Pan, illuminate my nightfall, burnish my delights. Hermes, Mozart, Krishna, Blake, electrify my sight lines, my beloved arsenites. I treasure now what once I derided. I value here a much lighter learning. My heart can flourish, my hope rekindle. The light that failed me continues burning. And a year later, I wrote a poem for Alan Watts on his 50th birthday. It's called Forget-Me-Nots for Alan Watts. This was in January 1965. Does anyone know the true wherefores and whats of this singular person called Alan Watts? Does he get his ideas for his seminar talks by going on long cross-country walks or trots, Mr. Alan Watts? When he writes out a chapter to confound the wise, does he cross all his T's and finish his I's with dots? Does Alan Watts? Does he do his thinking in pontifical hats? Does he sleep on a bed or on Japanese mats or on cots, this Alan Watts? Can he write his calligraphy concisely clear without any smudge, any speck or smear or blots? Can Alan Watts? Does he get his kicks by the clear blue waves or by prowling about in dark green caves or in grots, the Alan of Watts? When he grows inspired with brilliant notions, does he dance about in primitive motions or gavots, Dr. Alan Watts? Does he practice sex magic in sacred rivers? Do beautiful women give him the shivers or the hots? Oh, Alan Watts. Is it true that at birth he gave a great shout and said, "I've already figured life out in my thoughts," said baby Watts? Did he also remark to his parents from the crib, "Your concept of truth is a childish fib, you clots," said little Watts? And when he had made all his family skittish, did he then upset the rest of the British, including the Scots, did Alan Watts? Was it in America, and do you know when, that he put down Jesus and took up Zen and other whatnots, the Reverend Watts? Is he quite content with his own dominion? Does he care not a fig for public opinion or lots? Does Alan Watts? Is it true that he lives on exotic drugs, which he keeps in barrels, trunks, and jugs, and in pots, this Alan Watts? Though it's said that he breakfasts on LSD, does he swallow the stuff in his morning tea or in shots? Why, Alan Watts. When he gives a lecture for all to hear, does he leave his audience perfectly clear or in knots, Professor Watts? Though much we'll never know of this remarkable man, let us toast him tonight for his 50-year span like sots. Hail, Alan Watts.